Good afternoon, this is Bob from Trade Genius. It's the 10th of August, and I wanted to go over a couple charts here. Because I talked about oil yesterday and that I expected more pressure downward, and I'm expecting oil to really struggle for at least the next week and a half until enough contracts roll over into the December contract, and then I think we'll see another push higher in oil, and then that should be it for the year. And so I have a trend line here that I'm watching, and this is oil here. I personally trade on the futures, and I also buy DRIP and ERX. And we just got out of our DRIP trade today, made 5% on it over 2 days. So we're pretty happy with that. Some of our guys made 7% on it, and so anyway, with oil, is that my expectation is that now momentum and intensity, the intensity area now needs to come back under 20 cross and come up, and they need to come up together. I think any move higher now will fail this high that we had yesterday in oil until we make a more durable bottom, and there's a good chance that this breaks. And if this low breaks, then I think it's going to be a failed cycle for the year, and then I think oil's going to have a tough time coming up over it. But I'm just going to take it a trade at a time, but I'm just keeping an eye on that. So, with oil, the big move for August and September, the reason why it goes up a lot is the climate with the hurricanes in the Atlantic and the Caribbean, and with the way the climate's setting up right now, it's pretty benign. The ocean's too cool, the Sahara dust is too prevalent, and the way the circulation patterns are working, it's not conducive for these thunderstorms to get a rotation. And it's not just in the Atlantic; it's also the Gulf. The Gulf is spewing thunderstorms and pushing inland, but they're not creating any hurricanes. And the same now, Eastern Pacific starting to go quiet too. So looking 10 days out, they're not expecting much, and then that pushes us all the way into September. And we're getting pretty late in the season, and we'll start seeing some changes in the weather patterns. The jet will start undulating again, and I think it'll end up with another pretty quiet Atlantic season. And if it does that, then I think oil is really going to struggle. There's way too much oil out there. They have nowhere else to put this oil, and we're going to start seeing some people panicking on this thing pretty soon. So, I know there's people out there calling for $60, $70 oil. I mean, if it gets there, I'll be riding it long, but I'll be absolutely shocked. I mean, the dollar must have absolutely collapsed, because it's not going to come from the supply demand. It's going to be coming because of the currency collapsing. So anyway, that's my view on oil. And the other thing that we're trading, and one thing that we've done lately with our trading, and we've been doing pretty good all year, but we've really been now focusing on what's been moving, and we've been making a lot of money. We're over 100% for the year now. Twice now in the last 4 days we've traded LABD long because the weakness in biotech. And we made a lot of money really quickly on basically day trades. And I don't normally like the day trade per se, at least share them with subscribers, is that they've just been too juicy. And I mean, on I think, was it Monday, we had a day trade, made a quick $1,000 on LABD, and then today we made another $1,800 on 1,000 shares, and boom, boom, it's just setting up. And I think biotech has more to go. Right now, if this comes up, then biotech's going to hold here and go. And if this keeps weakening and biotech can't get out of being embedded down here, then I'm looking for XBI to get down here at 57, which is almost another 10%. Which could be like a 20-25% move higher for LABD from where we are today. And I won't have any problem jumping back in and trying to take LABD up to the 30 area here. So, but anyway, we're just taking it a day at a time. But I think biotech looks pretty weak too. I'd show you other things. Miners are strong. Gold is pushed up, and they pushed it back down a little bit today. I think it's really going to be depending on the dollar, and you know, everything else is kind of just following course. I mean, the one thing that blows me away, though, I just have to say, I mean, look at SPY. I mean, you want to talk about, nobody in the world cannot tell me that this is not so totally manipulated. This is a central bank market. Look at that. This thing should at least undulate. It's not even moving an inch. You know, they drove volatility down to nothing. So all the computers are trading based on volatility. They're just not moving it. And so now, because we also trade Nadex, this is great for us. I mean, we basically, you know, have a 16 1-in-1 record, easy trades in and out of them in a couple hours every day. And in fact, in the last month, we've doubled our subscribers' portfolio values. And the ironic thing about it is we'll make even more money when the volatility returns, because we'll be able to take positions at reversals and get out and make quick money and be done for the day. But even though they're staying in such tight ranges, it's just making it easy for us. So we have two ways in which we can help you win. You know, we can help you win on the ETF side with the trades that we're setting up, and we can definitely help you on trading Nadex if you have a small account. And you know, our goal is, if you have $500, is if you follow our signals and you follow our rules, you know, you can convert that $500 to $5,000 in a year. And so the service is pretty cheap, so you might want to take a look at it. Go out to our website and you know, give it a shot for a month. I think, get on the chat room, you know, talk to people, and you can ask them how well we do. I think you'll find people are pretty excited about how we're trading and our approach and how much money we make people. But anyway, enough for the advertisement. I just want to let you know that looking at tomorrow is that we should have persistent weakness into the end of the week, and then going into OPEX week, you know, it's a mixed bag on August. Should be moving higher, but you know, we haven't moved down, so it's hard to say if we'll just keep leaking lower. And you know, last year at this time, charts look very similar to this year, is that we had the big old cliff dive. So we'll see if they're going to stay away from that. Anyways, Bob from Trade Genius. I'll catch you guys all tomorrow, and look for you guys to any comments you might have on the videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.